Hello friends, welcome to Musskil Asan. I am Charlotte DeCosta, clinical psychologist, National Institute of Behavioral Sciences. Now, many a times, most of us may have noticed that children who try their very best are still unable to attain the required marks in their examination and do not perform up to their full capacity, or at least what we think that they have the ability to do better, but the amount of hard work that they put forward and the result that they get are not proportionate. Have we thought that apart from inattention, difficulty in concentration, there could be a scope of low intelligence? Now, many a times parents often scream at their children, teachers scream at their students and say your IQ is low, your thinking capacity is low, your creativity is low, your understanding ability is low, and it's a kind of an abuse. Many of us use the term idiot. You're an idiot, you have very low IQ. Should we as individuals be using these terms to degrade someone? Mental retardation is an actual problem. Now, if an individual has difficulty in walking or is handicapped, technically we do not make fun of that person, and we should not make fun of the person because it's a difficulty the individual has, and most of us even feel sorry for it. Poor person, he is unable to walk properly or doesn't have a hand. You feel sorry for him because you can see it. What about the mental aspect? Children who actually have low IQ, why are they ridiculed? Why are they made fun of? Today we are going to discuss regarding mental retardation. Mental retardation refers to significantly sub-average general intellectual functioning, resulting in or associated with concurrent impairment in adaptive behavior and manifested during the developmental period. Now, what do we understand by the term developmental period? It's as the child is growing or developing, we observe these certain features. And this shows that the child has low IQ or has lesser ability to express, understand, and act intelligently in situations. Now, the general intellectual functioning, by the term general intellectual functioning, this refers to the usual scores that an individual attains in a standardized general intelligence test. And by the term significantly sub-average, it indicates IQs of 70 or below on a standardized measure of intelligence. Now, earlier when we said adaptive behavior, these children have difficulty in adaptive behavior. Adaptive behavior, we mean the degree to which the individual meets the standards of personal independence and social responsibility expected of his or her age, considering the cultural group. Mental retardation is a condition of arrested or incomplete development of the mind which is especially characterized by impairment of skills manifested during the developmental period, which contribute to the overall level of intelligence, that is cognitive, language, motor, and social abilities. Retardation can occur with or without any other mental or physical disorder. Now, psychologically, it can be classified as mild, moderate, severe, and profound. Let us understand which category we mean mild. Now, children who have mild intellectual disability or mild mental retardation, their IQs usually range from 50 to 70. Now, mildly retarded people acquire language with some delay, but most achieve the ability to use speech for everyday purposes, to hold conversations, and to engage in the clinical interview. They can develop social and communication skills. The main difficulties are usually seen in academic schoolwork, and many have particular problems in reading and writing. Mildly retarded children can be greatly helped by education designed to develop their skills and compensate for their handicaps. They can learn academic skills up to approximately 6th grade level by the late teens. Minimal retardation in sensory and motor areas is also common. Now let us come to the second category, that is moderate intellectual disability or moderate mental retardation. Now, individuals or children who fall into this category have IQs ranging from 49 to 35. Individuals in this category are slow in developing comprehension and use of language, and their eventual achievements in this area is quite limited. Achievements of self-care and motor skills is also retarded, and some need supervision throughout life. Profit from training in self-help skills, and there is also progress in schoolwork. Now, the progress in schoolwork is limited, but a proportion of these individuals learn the basic skills needed for reading and writing and counting. Unlikely to progress beyond the 2nd grade. As adults, moderately retarded people are usually able to do simple practical work if the tasks are carefully structured and skilled supervision is provided. Let us come to the third category, that is severe mental retardation or severe intellectual disability. Now, children who fall into this category, their IQs usually range from 34 to 20. Most children in this category suffer from a marked degree of motor impairment or other associated deficits, indicating the presence of clinically significant damage to or maldevelopment of the central nervous system. Development of speech is minimal. Profit from systematic habit training, and that's quite limited to them. Let us come to the last category, which is profound intellectual disability. These individuals or children have IQ below 20. Now, children who have IQ below 20, there is gross retardation. Minimal capacity for functioning in sensory motor areas. They need nursing care. Some motor and speech development may occur. Mental retardation can be caused due to difficulties arising in the prenatal perinatal, and postnatal period. In some cases, it can be traced to genetic abnormalities such as Down syndrome, which caused by the presence of an extra chromosome. Persons with Down syndrome usually have IQs below 50. Now, there are certain conditions which can be mistaken from mental retardation. One of them is early infantile autism. They can be mistaken for children with low IQ because their speech development is sometimes also delayed, and their ability to express as well as understanding is also hampered. So many a times when individuals come to a clinic with their children with delayed speech or inability to express or understand, there can be difficulty in distinguishing between autism as well as mental retardation. Now, children with hearing impairment can also be misunderstood as children with mental retardation, because in mental retardation, the children are unable to speak at their appropriate age. Their speech is delayed, and they also have difficulty in understanding. And children with hearing impairment, since they are unable to hear in the first place, their difficulty to express themselves is also hampered. Children with emotional disturbances can also be misunderstood with children who have mental retardation. Cultural deprivation and lack of stimulation can also act as a factor, and many a times specific learning disability. Yes, specific learning disability in children, where children have difficulty in reading, writing, understanding, comprehension, which is limited to the academic field. Their poor scores or deteriorating academics can sometimes be misunderstood as their disturbed intellectual capacity. Childhood psychosis, children with visual handicap, child with physical handicap, they can also be misunderstood for children who have mental retardation. Now, there are certain problems which is also associated with mental retardation. One of them is epilepsy, nutritional disorder, hyperactivity, and other psychiatric disturbances. So today we are going to end it here. And if you have liked the show, if you've liked today's episode, do like, share and subscribe. And if you want to know something in details, do write to us. We will definitely get back to you. Till then, take care. Goodbye. See you next week.